say that like that.
Hey man, I'm a Ninja Turtles fan, okay? I will ooze wherever I like.
This one drink that's not even bad, you won't drink. And I'm confused. I am in anger.
Good for you guys. I don't watch a lot of movies. I go outside. Okay?
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Too Many Words podcast. I am your host, Isaac William Joseph, and across the way from me is...
Your best friend, Jordan Van Cleve.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is episode number what? Probably like what? 170? 171?
This is 170, yes.
Cool.
This one is 170 because the con episode will be 169.
Yeah. If you're just tuning in because you recently saw us at Twin Cities Con, maybe go ahead and check out the Twin Cities Con episode. You know, that's fun. But hey, we're glad that you're here. We're glad that you're listening. We're glad that you're watching. But let's get into it. You saw the title. You saw the thumbnail. Jordan, what's the movie that we're going to review tonight?
A movie called Regretting You.
And why did we go and watch this movie?
We went and saw this movie because a very nice young lady asked me to go see it. So I had seen, and she told me about it, and I had seen a couple trailers about it. I was like, okay, it's got McKenna Grace in it. She's from Ghostbusters, and like, she's a very nice young lady. So I was like, okay, I kind of want to see it too. So like, you know, I did, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of busted his balls for it because this is the most initiative he's ever had for getting a movie set up and reviewed for the podcast. Homie, pointed it out a few days ahead and listed showtimes and all this stuff.
Can
and
I
I'm
be
like,
honest with you?
I was super proud of him, but also frustrated because, like, him and we actually confirmed it last night. I was like, sometimes I feel like if I had a vagina, you'd listen to me more. And he's like, you know what? You're probably right.
Can I be honest with you?
What?
I tried calling you on Friday to tell you about this.
That's insane.
Yeah. But you didn't answer my call, so.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. There's parts of me that are, like, just playing a tug of war that I'm just, like, happy that we can be finally, like, a little bit in advance and with initiative tackling these movie reviews. But,
like I said, I tried, man.
If that's what it had to take, that's what it had to take.
Can't say I didn't try
I'll
to
keep
keep
my
you more
mouth
advanced,
shut.
you know?
I'll keep my mouth shut. But, yeah. Forgetting You, written and directed by what?
So, it was... I gotta pull up the movie page. I got the book one open right now. Regretting You. Actually, here, I'll start with the book. Regretting You is a 2019 novel by Colleen Hoover.
Dang, that means, like, this book almost, like, immediately got, like, greenlit for an adaptation.
This is one of her... I think... If I understand correctly, this is her second book. So...
Wow. All right.
And her first one also had a movie called I think it called it. It was like It Ends With Us or something like that. Anyways, a 2019 novel by Colleen Hoover that focuses on the fractured relationship between a mother, Morgan, and her teenage daughter, Clara. And then Regretting You movie came out obviously in 2025. It's PG-13 and is hour and 56 minutes long. It is directed by Josh Boone, and the writers are Colleen Hoover, obviously. She wrote the original book, and Susan McMartin wrote the adaptive screenplay. So, any of the differences that you see between the movie and the book are probably at, I don't want to say the fault, but she's the reason for that. It is starring Allison Williams as Morgan Grant, the mom, McKenna Grace as Clara Grant, the daughter, Dave Franco, love that guy, as Jonah Sullivan, the uncle, Mason Thames as Miller Adams, the love interest, Scott Eastwood as Chris Grant, the father, Willa Fitzgerald as Jenny Davidson, the aunt, and Clancy Brown as the love interest's grandpa.
The love interest grandpa?
Yeah. I called Mason Thames Miller Adams. He's the love interest.
Oh, yes. I didn't hear the possessive S at the end of
Yeah.
love interest. But yeah. This movie is unrealistic because who would cheat on Allison Williams? That is a beautiful
I
woman.
mean, who would cheat first off? But like, I don't think she's that attractive personally.
Dude, do you know what other movie she's been in?
No.
She's been in Get Out. She was the crazy girlfriend from Get Out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And she was
Never
the
mind.
mom
She does remember
from
me.
Megan.
Okay, I had not seen that one.
I have not seen Megan 2.0. I heard that it's awful. I don't know. Maybe I'll still see it at a principal. But yeah. I think this whole movie was full of people, other than Dave Franco and Allison Williams. This movie was full of people where I was like, where do I know them from? What other movie or TV show do I know them from? And I don't remember. Like, I recognized McKenna Grace, but I didn't.
She looks very different from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I did not like. See, I like the way her mouth is shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird to say, but
No, like the way she
out of
smiles.
context, that's really weird to say.
Well, yeah,
but
of course, out of context.
I know what you mean.
But like it's like that's why I recognized her. And but like I'm looking at her page and I'm not remembering her from Ghostbusters at all. McKenna Grace.
Because she had dark black curly hair with glasses.
No way.
Yep. Unrecognizable.
I'm gonna look it up right now. No way.
Yeah.
That was her. That's insane.
Yeah.
She can do both crazy well.
Yeah. I think she's one of those Transformers,
Which is really, I don't know, man. Maybe it has something to do with how this was like quite a few years ago now, and she's still very young. But, okay.
Like Ghostbusters Afterlife, she was, I think, 13 or 14
She
in
was
that movie.
born in 2006. That's trippy as hell.
Yeah. But like, Frozen Empire, that was a 2024 movie. So she wasn't too much younger in that movie than she is in this one. But she was still pretty unrecognizable compared to that one. It's crazy. It really is crazy.
Okay.
And everyone knows Scott Eastwood, Clint Eastwood's son.
I was trying to remember where I recognized the best friend from. And I actually recognized the best friend from That 90s Show. Do you remember that short stint where they...
Best friend? Oh, McKenna Grace's best friend?
Yeah, Sam Morelos.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know
Or
her
Morlos.
at all. So I've not seen that 90s show yet. I really need to.
I mean...
I want to binge watch that 70s show and then do that 90s show.
I mean, I think there's a lot of mixed reviews on that 90s show. It has its moments. I was actually kind of sad that it didn't get rebooted for a second season.
Yeah, me too, actually. Me and Charlie both were because, we both loved that 70s show. And, we were pretty happy about that 90s show. It's just, I don't know. I think it didn't hit the mark for new audiences. I think that's where that failed.
All right. Well, where did we go see this, Jordan?
We went and saw this at the other Fridley Theater, the Palms Theater.
Yeah. Why?
Because it was either the Palms or Century 20. Or not Century 20. Is it?
Cinemark Century 20, yeah.
Yeah, the Jordan Creek one. Or a couple other ones. It wasn't playing at Fleur, unfortunately.
Oh.
How
was your theater experience, Jordan?
Theater experience was pretty good. I discovered that those theaters have a middle armrest that I didn't know was there.
Yeah.
I
kind of forgot that it was there.
I thought you just were stuck in a 2-person seat.
No.
if you came with no one and you just sat by some random, you get real friendly with them, I guess. That's honestly what I thought this entire time.
It would require a packed house to ever be in that situation, because I'll tell you what, I'm doing everything in my power to not have to sit next to a stranger if I'm going to a theater by myself.
Yeah.
But great bathrooms. at the Palms.
Hey, Palms Theater is a beautiful theater. It's very
It
nice,
really
very
is.
fancy, very high tech.
I'd like to think it's probably the best. I mean, it's like our only IMAX theater.
Yeah, I think it's the only IMAX theater in the area.
But yeah, it's when it comes to, well, okay, so the Palms has this aesthetic of the appreciation of the arts of movies, right? But as for the Palms, though,
You said the Palms twice.
I was wondering that. I was talking about Fleur. Fleur has this a visual appreciation of film and the history of it and all that artsy fartsy stuff, right? Which we all love. But when it comes to the Palms is just cool. The Palms has representation and it's gigantic. You got a nice restaurant, you got an
bougie.
arcade, you got fake trees like the Onceler always wanted. But yeah, it's really cool. Really cool place. Always fun to go
The
there.
movie theater experience was good for sure.
Great. Once again, great toilets.
You used them a lot
Yes, I did.
on this day.
I ate something bad before we went and saw this movie. I was fighting for my life after I already took a bathroom break to finish the movie.
I asked if you were good in there. You said, I'm making it work.
I did make it work, man. There's a part of me that still needs to go. Anyways, Jordan, give us a spoiler-free analysis. Like, pitch this movie if you were recommending this in your own words, sir.
If you want to go through, like, all 4 stages, or all 7 stages of grief, not 4, don't know why I said 4, all 7 stages of grief in one movie, I'd say watch this movie.
You thought it was that
Or,
powerful?
or at least witness it, I should say. Not
You thought
go
it was
through.
that powerful?
I think it portrayed a lot of emotion.
I don't know. I don't think there was a part of me that was in denial.
I think there was denial. I don't want to speak spoiler free right now, all right?
Yeah.
So not a part of me that was in denial.
How would
but
I
like
pitch
you
this
definitely
movie?
witness, I think, all 7 stages of grief in this movie. And I think that's probably the overarching theme is just grief.
How I would pitch this movie. You see, I don't dislike romance movies. It's just that it's not very often that a romance movie brings a certain allure for me to go and watch it, to be really honest. I did see that clip online of the mom pulling up in her car right next to the...
I described this movie very well, I think, in that theater when you asked me about something about this movie. I was like, it's a comedy romance with serious themes. I think that describes it really well, honestly.
I think so too, but I guess we'll get into that part of talking about it. But the way I would pitch it would be probably it's a romance-ish movie that really highlights the contrast of folks that have missed out on love and also this spider web of relationships across between, aunt, uncle, mom, father, and offspring, right? And how, the heart can complicate things. And if you're into feel good love stories that have a good tasteful bit of drama, this movie is for you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I did enjoy myself. So let's talk about the parts we liked.
Okay. I really liked the comedy in this movie. I'll be honest. It made me laugh often, and I think it was that loving family type comedy, right? And like it was noticeable, and I really appreciated it, and I think it's just overall it's a good time.
I also liked the comedy. To take it with a grain of salt, though, when I say that.
Okay.
But this did. I think it's the fact that I did not expect to come into a movie that was occasionally funny, that it did make me laugh very often. It was really good. Like, it had, I guess, this is the point where we've crossed the threshold. We're going to talk about spoilers now. How they're at the birthday dinner, and the awkwardness is awkward. And it's funny because it's awkward, and they executed that feeling really well. But, like, it's stuff like, hey, Miller, did you get your short film done yet? No, him and I have been too busy having sex. It's like the just the absurdity of saying certain things in said movie, and that's what makes it funny. It wasn't a what's it called? One note songbird or something?
Piper, you're making me nervous.
Hey, focus.
Okay.
Did I ask you a question?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
No, yes, you did ask me a question. I have no idea is my
Okay,
answer.
Okay. It did express comedy in multiple ways, is what I'm trying to say, and so I think there was a little bit of good writing involved with that. What's another part that you liked about this movie?
I liked a lot of the set pieces. Honestly, the house was really pretty. I liked this house, their house, like the primary house. I'm a sucker for architecture, so it was very.
That really is up your alley.
Yeah, it was something that really caught my eye quite a few times actually. I liked the portrayal of family and emotion in this. I also really liked the casting. The casting was good. Love Dave Franco. He's a brilliant actor.
Yeah. We also love Allison Williams. I think she's great. I feel like she should be talked about more. I feel like she's part of this this new wave of women actors, that are just getting a lot of gigs, She's not like Sydney Sweeney level, but when it comes to her talent of just
I mean, she's like in almost nothing, if I'm being honest.
yeah, which is why I said new wave. I like her in everything she's been in. She's been really effective in everything she's been in. But I tell you what, about 5 to 10 years, a lot of people will know about
First
Allison
credit
Williams.
was in 2002 in American Dreams, 2 episodes.
It's kind of what happens with actor careers. You're in a
Yeah.
lot of things,
She was in the Mindy Project.
but it's not until you get into like one mainstream thing that people notice that you exist.
Looks like she did a couple musicals or Broadway shows.
Yeah, every actor's resume is going to be way deeper than people think. And that's batting 1,000. I promise.
Looks like her breakout role was Get Out.
Mm-hmm.
And then she played a main character in a TV show called Girls. Or I guess that was from 2012 to 2017. She was in 55 episodes. She was in Patrick Melrose, The Perfection, A Series of Unfortunate Events, Horizon Line, Megan.
This
Drip.
man just paused to fart on the podcast.
Yeah. A couple other not really notable things. Drip with no cover, Erased, Fellow Travelers, and Megan 2.0, and then Regretting You.
So yeah, the acting was okay. There's give and take with the acting, but the people that needed to be good actors in this movie were good actors, and so I'm good with that. And even then, I feel like we'll get into that part when we talk about what we don't like about the movie. So yeah, strong acting performances when the performances needed to be strong. So that's essential. But you make a really good point about the scene, the setting, because it's actually a rare occasion where, especially in a movie like this, where the transformation of where they're at plays a significant part. You know, it's actually enveloped in our mom main character arc, right?
Yeah.
Which is, you know, she's trying to move on, she's trying to build herself up, and create a new scenery, because, you know, you're battling a lot of mental health stuff. You know, you lose your husband, you know, but like you're so conflicted because that husband was cheating on you
With your sister.
You know, that's a dynamic that it's not going to hit for all of us because we can't relate, but for the folks that can relate, that's going to probably be one of the most relatable movies of all time for you, you know? But in no way was it a miss, you know. Like, I love stuff like that.
The realistic stuff.
But like the conflicting principles of everything. That's the cool part, and that's what makes really good story writing, you know, and I really appreciate that. Let's see, what else did I like? The grandpa, he was cool.
We love him. He's great.
I love that even grandpa had a bit of a story to him.
Yeah, I
know?
think that's neat.
I loved
He was
that.
like an absolute minor character, but like, which is weird for like such an actually big actor, you know?
Big voice actor.
I mean, he's a big actual actor too.
What's he in that's live action?
Well, I mean, The Shawshank Redemption,
Really?
Starship Troopers.
What was he in
Cowboys
Shawshank
and Aliens,
Redemption?
Captain H. Captain Hadley.
Okay.
He was in Thor Ragnarok.
Really?
He was Surtur, so that was, I guess, technically a voice acting role. But he's been in numerous live action roles as well.
Okay.
I don't. Do you consider a motion capture video game live action? Because he was in a game called Detroit Become Human, and like he did all the motion capture for his own character, and his own character was him. So,
Not necessarily. That's a good question. I think it's primarily, you know, that's for sure a voice acting role.
because like I feel like
I'd almost say that's just him doing his own stunts at that point.
because like it's like I feel like that game would have been a live action thing if that was something you could feasibly do.
You know, I've met wrestlers that did the mocap for the entrances in video games. Not once did they consider themselves an actor for that.
Yeah,
You know, you just say you did the mocap.
but
You
like
know?
he did like the actual acting in mocap is what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, it's not live action,
'Cause
but
he acted out scenes in mocap.
you could say that you're a video game actor. That might just
Yeah, I
be
guess
its own
that's-
thing.
That's kind of that kind
Yeah.
of works.
Is that everything that we want to talk about what we liked?
I think so. Yeah.
What are the parts we didn't like?
So I don't know. I guess I didn't like that the dad was cheating on the mom with his sister.
Other than the parts that you're designed to dislike.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole point, I guess. I don't really know. I can't find a whole lot I didn't like. Some of the pacing felt a little bit fast.
You think so?
Just a little bit. Like, if pacing should be a 5, it was a 6.
Honestly, I did not notice that.
Just a smidgen. You know?
I prefer faster pacing than slower pacing, in my opinion, which is probably why I noticed
I think it depends on the story.
Fantastic Four's pacing more than I noticed the pacing in this movie. Also, it doesn't help that I walked out of the movie twice
Honestly, yeah.
during this one, so there's that.
You did poopy.
Isaac, why are you walking out of movies that you're gonna review on the podcast?
He had to poopy.
He
He had to poopy.
It
It's
was
okay.
it was difficult for me.
Nature
man.
calls, all right?
So, I have quite a few things I did not like about this movie. Maybe because I was like in a bad mood of, man, we're really like buying movie tickets and we're gonna go see a romance movie and Predators across the hall.
It was $6, man. Come on.
Predator was also probably like $6.
Yeah, it would have been $6. Every movie would have been $6.
Yep. There's so many cooler movies, but you know, every once in a while, especially in the line of work that I want to be in, you should watch every kind of movie, I guess. And so, yeah, maybe I was kind of just in a nitpicky mood, finding every reason why we shouldn't have seen this movie. And then I was really won over. I really was. By the time it took 2 people dying for me to be really interested in this movie.
So you think it started out pretty boring then?
Well, I think it. Okay, so this might be a thing with me specifically. I notice bad dialogue when my disbelief is not fully suspended yet, and that's why I primarily notice bad dialogue in the first act. It happened with Blue Beetle. It happened with Together. And then I kind of just got over it and just embraced what the story was trying to tell. I didn't really like the. Okay, so let's define something real quick.
Yeah.
When it comes to writing stories, especially in film, there's 2 different ways that I see writing, right? There's storyboard writing, you know, what happens, and then there's dialogue writing, which is what is said, you know, and sometimes what is said affects what happens, and what happens affects what is said. It's, you know, it's a tag team kind of thing. But when it comes to the storyboard of all things, I really loved this movie. But some of the corniest dialogue was in the first act. I swear to God.
Yeah, it was a really corny movie, and I honestly I appreciate that personally. But like,
it was also when I kind of noticed that it was, you know, being comedic on purpose. That's when I kind of got over some things, because like I was struggling to take the movie seriously, and I thought it was going to be a more serious movie, you know. But I guess not. I think that also plays a part in why I hated friendship so much.
Really?
You know, because like I was trying to figure out what kind of story friendship was supposed to be, you know?
I don't think they even knew what kind of story friendship was supposed to be.
Know.
I still don't.
It's like, hey, you want 2 hours of I think you should leave? That's it.
Yeah.
But going back to this movie, they were saying super cheesy things like, oh, you're talking to the coolest boy in school? That was said by an adult, not ironically. Like, they were saying that, like, in a serious tone, and it was repeated by adults. Are we really going to say that adults are really going to take seriously the coolest boy in school?
I think some people would.
Not a single time did I see any of the parents use that term sarcastically. Not even once. Like, I can understand, you know, saying it sarcastically once and then, you know, just going along with it for the rest of the conversation. But like, oh man. And then, you know, thank God this line was said by a 16-year-old, because if it came from anybody else, I was probably, that would have been, I probably would have gotten angry. This line, you know, it's just a line that everybody knows, especially if you're a bad person. Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score, you know? Thank God that was said by an immature teenager in the story.
That is so funny.
Like, honestly.
That was clear. Yeah, that was definitely intended to be, like, you know, a funny moment.
Yeah.
But, like,
that was before I knew this movie was kind of comedic. But
it was so interesting because, like, that phrase reached a lot of new popularity because of Legends of Adventurous, you know, a D&D campaign that's on the internet. Torbeck said that, and it's so funny that that appeared in this movie to me.
Was that used in like the same context, trying to sleep with someone that's taken?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, it's universally a quote built in cheating. Yay!
Have you never heard that phrase before?
I didn't know its origin.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the joke. Yeah.
All right, but
usually it's used satirically or like, you know, like not like actually serious.
I wish I remembered other corny lines, but that's all I have. You got to get through the beginning where nobody's dead. And then once people die, that's when you start liking the story. Honestly, I can't even lie to you. I didn't like it's very early established that the guy that, what's his name? Allison Williams is with, is probably not the best guy.
Yeah.
And it's also very early established that there might be a romantic tension between Dave Franco
The
and
opening
Allison
scene,
Williams.
I think, explains a lot.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah, it really does. And then you do the 17-year time jump, and apparently Allison Williams is married to that D-bag, And Dave Franco is going to marry the aunt.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, the aunt, not too hateable.
No.
Not too hateable.
No, she's just a cheater.
But, yeah, that brings me to another thing that I don't like, and also makes me wonder why you think every phase of grief is in this movie. I was not in denial. I was also not very invested by the time that they died. Maybe you weren't supposed to, but we spent a lot of time watching people cry for the audience to not get to know these guys for very long, and in fact, not really like them a lot.
I would.
Yeah.
That's why I primarily say you witnessed the 7 stages.
You witnessed the 7 stage. Okay, I can get around. I can get down with that.
Because as someone like me who can clearly kind of easily guess some of the things that a movie's gonna do, right? We kind of. I know you and me both saw the cheating thing coming, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And neither of us have read the book, so
I didn't expect exactly cheating. I will say it was a pretty predictable movie in general, but
and that's not a bad thing per se, but
it's got its exceptions.
Yeah.
But I will say we cannot immediately establish that the dad is kind of an ass, and then also never find out anything bad about him the rest of the movie. Like, come on. There had to have been something.
Yeah.
Maybe these are just things that I think about because, storytelling is very important to me now. But, there just had to be another end to something that was established. And that's I went to the bathroom twice during this movie, and I came back, and, Jordan did fill me in on what happened, but it's like, I came back to what was naturally supposed to follow up.
Yeah.
After from whatever I had last seen, which was, Allison Williams and Dave Franco are into each other. Oh, that wasn't the most obvious thing that was going to happen for the first hour, And just to get really, 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 really nitpicky, there is a continuity error in this film.
Is there?
Yes, there is. It's super minute. And it's not going to make me think that this movie's any worse, but because I was in that super, we should be watching Predator movie.
I'm actually curious now.
So it's the daughter riding down the road in her love interest pickup.
Yeah, that. And I pointed that out too.
She sticks her head out the window. No cars behind her. No cars on the road at all. But in the side view mirror, there's a red truck.
Oh, I guess.
What did you point out?
I thought we were talking about the camera.
There's a camera that's seen in this movie?
So in that initial scene, there is, she drives past him, right?
Oh, we're talking about different scenes then.
Oh, wait, what are you talking about then?
I'm talking about how, it's after her parents, or no, after people died.
Oh.
And she's mad at her mom, and she, I don't know. It's one of the times that she runs away with him in his truck, but it's daytime and she is crying and looking out the window, and there's that continuity error. But now I'm recalling that that continuity error in the beginning, which you don't notice is a continuity error until you see the little videos that are shown at the end. But you explain it.
So she drives past him on the road. and he's trying to get help moving this sign, right? The street sign, and like he's just standing there, and she drives past him. The camera is like essentially on him almost the entire time. So like, there's not a lot of window for him to whip out a video camera. And but at the end of the movie, he has created this whole video thing for her to ask her to prom or something like that. And there's a scene from that scene where he's holding a video camera and recording himself. And I'm like, when did that happen?
Yeah, the movie's kind of banking that your suspension of disbelief is just high enough by the end of the movie to just not care.
I guess it could have been a cell phone, but like there's a lot of intentionality with him using a video camera throughout the movie.
Yeah, and when it comes to when it comes to video cameras, there's nothing seamless about that process.
Yes, speaking
you gotta
from
flip it
experience.
out. Yeah, speaking from experience of podcasting also and filmmaking, like there's nothing seamless about just popping out a camera, videotaping yourself and popping it back in. Like that's just no. That's you got to have like a very specific like I don't know, just it has to be designed for that. And maybe he had a camera like that, but I guess we're getting too deep into the details. But yeah, I'd like to say I probably hit mostly what I disliked about this movie.
There's like so little for me, honestly, and like none of them are really a big deal to me, like at all. Like both of those kind of continuity things, they're not even really a thing.
I got one more thing that I freaking hate about this movie.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's the last thing.
It's harsh words.
And I think okay, I know it's a harsh word, but it is the only thing I hated about this movie.
Okay.
And I think it's applicable to laziness.
Really?
How they handled text conversations in this film. I will okay, so for me personally, so this is neither here nor there, take this part with a grain of salt. For me personally, I hate text bubble graphics in films.
I like it personally.
I hate it.
I think they're cute.
Is it so hard to just shoot over your shoulder what's being said?
Well, they did
on
that
the phone?
too.
They did. Why didn't they do that throughout the whole film? And also, even if you're gonna do it, okay, in a world where I'm okay with those, okay, why are we both seeing the text bubbles, but then also hearing them read the text bubbles?
I actually particularly really like that.
No,
personally.
Unnecessary as hell.
But someone who knows from the tech side of things, it is incredibly difficult to record a phone screen.
I know it is.
And that's entirely why.
I'm aware, but like, I do it on a budget of $0.
Yeah, and
these guys have
like
millions.
Poopy. It looked like poopy.
Yeah, these guys have millions. They can make it not poopy.
Well, yeah, but like,
and they did it. Why couldn't they do it the whole time?
Just save costs where you can, right?
I just think
because like if you do that every time, you gotta go through and like edit that, and you have to make sure that their fingers are like lined up right with the graphics. It's a lot more rotoscoping effort, and this is just slap a bubble graphic on there.
Yeah, I know. Why I said it's laziness.
Well, I wouldn't say laziness.
Hey,
it's
we'll just
like,
add these in post.
It's a lot more expensive to do that, is what I mean.
So?
The goal is to not spend as much money as you can.
Every single actor was pretty famous in this film.
That's probably another reason why they did that the way they did.
I'm just saying that
actor budget's a thing, man.
There's just things that can make it better. And even then, how about this? It's cheaper to not need to do the voiceover with it.
Oh yeah. I think you're right.
You can have one or the other. Both is 100% unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like
I can't disagree with you.
Like
on that
even
one.
that Key and Peele skit when they talk about that skit where it's like texting conversation gone wrong, where they're just saying out loud what they're about to text. Sure, that's kind of hard to execute without it seem like forced or corny, but like that's how you could probably get across. Now I know in hindsight, probably not the best to show where the ant was at during that conversation, because then it would have been blown out the water that she was in
Yeah.
the middle of an affair. So I'll accept that. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna have to do text bubbles, if you're gonna have to do it, don't do the voiceover with it. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. And that's the only part that I hated in this movie. The only part.
Okay.
I've seen student film projects use that and execute it better than they did. It looked good. It looked seamless. Very well done. But the voiceover, oh my God. Mute the movie at that part. Anyways, let's move on to the next part if you got nothing bad to say about this movie. Oh, it's awards time. Yeah, who had the best acting in this film?
That's actually a really tricky question.
Um,
You know what? I'm gonna give it to the guy, to the boy love interest.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically the scene where he is, trying to leave her room in the middle of the night, and he feels.
I was actually
Almost
also
violated.
thinking that when you said that.
And
That was probably a really
I
good
think he portrayed some real emotion there. I think so. Someone check on that guy.
Yeah, honestly, when you did say, okay, let's give him some honor. What was his name? What was his real name? Mason Thames.
Mason Thames.
Is it Thames?
I'm assuming so because that's a French word, River Thames.
So like that's when you kind of like go between the hard T and the soft TH. I like to do Thames. It's almost like you're using like a D.
Yeah.
Thames. But yeah, Mason. When you mentioned him, that I thought of the same exact scene. That was actually really well done by him and a really believable moment. Like, and that's actually add that to the list of why I really liked this. Like, one of the more likable parts of this movie. Everybody did have like three-dimensional characteristics to them.
The emotion was very believable for
Like
everyone.
Like, there's reasons why. Each character had valid reasons why they were upset.
So something I've recently in recent years come to notice in movies is when actors cannot fake cry or cry on command or anything like that. It's like you notice it. If you look for it, you notice it.
Yeah, I was looking for it when they announced that they died, and I was just looking at Dave and Allison, and I'm like, oh, they're trying.
Honestly, I thought they both did a really good job with that.
See, it's just for I think
Like,
they
as adults, you're
I think,
supposed to hold it together.
I
Better,
think
but
I think they did the best that they could. I saw no tears.
I did,
I saw no tears.
especially on Dave.
I saw moisture, wet eyeballs. But yeah, I think the young man had valid reasons to be upset. The daughter had valid reasons to be upset. The mom, Dave Franco, they all had valid reasons to be upset. And so I think, yeah, every single character was well thought out to being three-dimensional. Just, get some better dialogue. Just get some better dialogue.
I think the corniness was definitely intentional.
Yeah,
but, like,
probably.
especially with it being an adaptive screenplay.
I don't know. When you get a romance movie that's trying to have serious parts, but also comedic parts.
And I honestly, I think adaptive screenplays probably have a lower budget than a regular screenplay. Because a lot of production companies will be like, "You have the movie right there. Just change it up a little bit."
Well, it's just, I feel like those three things that you said, it's a romance movie or a romantic comedy with serious tones in it.
Yeah.
Those three things were like pulling at each other, man.
a little bit.
Like it's I think what a lot of people would call the MCU problem, where a lot of jokes undercut the seriousness of a moment.
Yeah.
I feel like this movie could probably dial back the comedy by like 50%. Probably would have been a more impactful movie, in my opinion. My opinion.
If that's the goal that they were going for, and
I guess
want it to be,
you got to read like the director's note for
yeah.
what the purpose of this movie is. That's also what I was wondering. Like in the first act, I was like, "Who's this movie for?" Because like
Truthfully, it's for the book girlies.
It probably is for the book girlies because, like, I was wondering because, like, we established that we're gonna closely follow this high school duo that's into each other, right? But like the audience is not for teenagers, or maybe it is, because there was a lot of inappropriate jokes in this movie, you know? And so, yeah, I don't know.
Too busy having sex.
Yeah. There's multiple ways to ride, you know?
Yes.
Stuff like that. But I think the best acting, I think Allison Williams.
She did do it really good.
I love her in everything that she does. She's super convincing in everything that she does. And I was like, you know, she's got a really good performance.
I'll give her.
Then
She did the angry mom thing.
Perfectly.
Flawless.
Perfectly. And when she got wine drunk, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect balance of wine drunk, man.
Yeah.
Like, she's just like, hey, please, can you do that, please? You know, like, oh my gosh.
Real
I was
quick,
like, yeah.
I do want to say something.
She's
I
got
didn't like
the
this movie.
award
I
from
just
me.
remembered it.
What's up?
Wine drunk reminded me of it. She drove the frickin' BMW home with the exhaust like hanging out. That you try backing that up, it ain't gonna happen. You're gonna destroy the car.
Yeah. Well,
Speaking from experience on that one too.
what you didn't see was that she actually just ran over this parking sign in front of her and jumped the curb and only drove forward. She did not back out of her parking spot. Duh.
Yeah,
Come
definitely.
on, Jordan.
You would physically not be able to back that
Whatever's
car
not
up.
shown is just implied.
I guess, yeah.
Or it's just implied that Dave Franco's character, they had like that awkward moment of, hey, okay, I'm going to hold this up and you're going to back up very slowly.
You know what? That's actually believable though. That's actually believable in this movie.
Oh, man. Jordan, what was like... Okay, so when I went on one of my bathroom breaks, you said that the young man had a very powerful line in this movie. What was that line? Is this going to be your best line in the movie?
It would be if I can remember it right now. I think my headache is getting to me a little bit.
It's okay.
But it was something like, yeah. So
He was thinking about
he
her.
broke up with his girlfriend because when he went to bed, he was thinking about McKenna Grace's character. And then when he woke up in the morning, he was thinking about McKenna Grace's character. And he hated how that made him feel. It made him feel like he was cheating. And he said, I'm not that kind of guy. I don't do that. So he did the right thing to do and break up with the person that you no longer have feelings
Yeah, that's pretty
for.
honorable. It
And
is.
like honestly, I think that was a really powerful line for specifically young couples.
Yeah.
Like teenage couples like that.
Yeah. I would love to meet the actual 17-year-old that exists that makes that decision, you know?
Honestly, yeah. And that's why I think this movie can be helpful for some 17-year-olds.
Yeah,
where you
I think-
see
yeah.
something like that in this, sort of like movie where it's like, wow, this is a movie and he's doing the right thing. Wow, okay, maybe that's something I should do.
Yeah, I did enjoy this movie.
Oh, yeah.
And that's one of the reasons. There's a lot to learn from this movie. Maybe not a lot.
I think there's a
But
lot
I
to
think
learn
there's some things
if
to learn,
you
just like
are
every
a teenager or even just a young adult.
Honestly, yeah, that might be like the book girlies and then the age that those kids were.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
think
this movie's
You can
for.
definitely learn from something from this.
And this is just the Christian side of me talking. I don't like how a lot of movies portray that people are in love now with a sex scene. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm not speaking on the teenagers. It took a lot. It took
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
I enjoy not having sex with you.
that was probably your favorite line, wasn't it?
Oh, it was one of them. I tell you what. Or I'm having a great time not having sex with you. That's
Yes.
exactly what he said.
That is great.
I'm talking about, when Allison Williams and Dave Franco finally became fully transparent that they did love each other, and then we got a sex scene. Like,
Well,
I'll
admit, I think for that one, for that adult one, I think there was a lot more leading up to that, and I think that was more like the conclusion. All right.
Yeah. I mean, not to mention, you can't exactly blame him. He's probably wanted to have sex with her for 17 years.
Yeah. Honestly, that
there's
was a
that,
big
man.
tone of the movie too. Is that he had feelings for this girl for a long time.
Oh man. So yeah, I mean, I guess, that's not like a detraction from the movie. That's just like the Christian side of me is like, there's other ways
Yeah.
to show. But let's see. Okay. But my best line, I feel like, it's not very, since it's not very often that we actually review a romance movie. I think the best line should be romance related. And I think you know where I'm going with this. It was the moment where I leaned over to you and I said, that was romantic as hell.
Yeah.
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 Which is, there's a moment where Allison Williams says to Dave Franco, and she's like, how could someone not love watermelon flavored Jolly Ranchers? Like, those are the best. And he's like, I do like them, but because I know that you really like them, I've always given my watermelon flavored ones and saved them for you. And I'm like, whoa, Dave Franco, take me out to dinner, bro. Oh my goodness, what?
That's just the things the kind of things that you do for someone that you
Exactly,
love.
because I hate the cliche. It's the little things that count, right? Because I'll tell you what, I suck at the little things, so maybe I'm just a little bit biased.
Sometimes love is about sacrifice,
But yes, that is a small example of putting the person that you love before yourself.
Exactly.
And even if it's as frivolous as Jolly Ranchers, that was the cutest freaking part of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my opinion, that was the cutest part of the movie. To be honest, you could probably get rid of the entire arc that the teenagers had. And I really loved this movie. I really did. But Jordan, what was like the best scene?
The best scene. This is gonna be kind of an interesting one.
Yeah.
The birthday dinner scene.
Oh, dude, I was actually going to mention that was actually, for me, really hard to get through.
It really that's the thing. It covered all the bases. Comedy, I guess emotional fatigue, anger, sadness, just it covered a lot of things, and that I will say that is including when he walks out.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
scene
yeah.
where he gets in,
Oh, yeah.
walks out, gets in the truck, and takes off. Mm-hmm. So, like, I think that as a whole, it really covered a lot, and it portrayed it really well.
Yeah.
Like, it was awkward. It was supposed to be awkward, and it was awkward. As a viewer, you felt that awkward tension. Mm-hmm. And you also felt the anger and attitude that McKenna Grace's character had. And you also felt the sass and the anger that the mother had.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you also felt the just uncomfortableness of everyone else.
Yeah. Honestly, that was good dialogue.
Yeah.
That was.
It was.
I don't think any of this movie was like cinematic masterpiece, artsy fartsy. No, like this is a
No.
very straight up. This is what you get. What you see is what you're talking about and what you're observing. You know, it's not like any abstract, fun.
They're
angle
to the point
stuff.
with a lot of things.
It is, and you know, this is definitely one of those movies where you don't need that. You know, you don't need the artsy fartsy cinematographer director angles. You know, and I will say that was a very well written scene. Let's talk about real life drama for a second.
Yeah.
I did not feel bad for the mom and uncle getting caught kissing. Like
Yeah.
I did not, because like let's get to know Isaac a little bit. So what was her name? Carla, the daughter's name? Clara.
Clara. Yeah, Clara. That sounds
Okay.
right.
So yeah,
I'll
when
verify.
Clara walks in and catches Allison Williams and Dave Franco kissing, I
Clara. Yep.
legit experienced that in real life, actually. Tell you what, I did not feel bad for those characters, and I totally understood Clara. And I wasn't necessarily on Clara's team because I knew what the story was trying to tell me, you know, given the whole context prior to that. But like, yeah, I felt very seen with that. And, you know, that you might put me over with that whole that dinner scene for the birthday because as a result, you're gonna have a teenager pretty pissed off at that whole situation.
Yeah.
Okay, because let me tell you what I really felt. Okay, because when I had my stepdad die, and when I in the theater, I told you it took like 3 months. I don't even think 3 months had actually like passed. I couldn't even remember to tell you. All I knew was that it was too soon for my taste. Okay, after my stepdad passed, and sorry, Mom. Okay, let me tell the audience, I love my mom. She's a great mom. Okay, this was over 5 years ago now. She is an awesome mom. Okay, she is doing way better than she was doing in that time because obviously, she lost her husband. I lost my stepdad. But let's get to the point, okay? We're saving face, okay? I had to establish that first. But, yeah, I lived at Mom's still at that time. And I lived in the basement, cliche. I opened the door to the basement, and I caught my mom kissing with this guy. We knew this guy for a very long time. It's not completely different. There was that whole aspect that they had known each other for literally decades, but they didn't love each other in the way that this movie was portraying that Dave Franco and Allison Williams loved each other. But I do 100% know that feeling of walking in on your mom, kissing someone that you think is way too soon after you lost your dad. Like that was, that one 100% hit on me. And like, I 100% understood what she was coming from. And the word disgusting is a perfect word to use it. Because I felt sick when I saw that happen.
Seeing that, like, I was like, disgusting is harsh, but that I know that that's exactly how she was feeling in that moment.
Yeah, that accuracy points, man. I don't know what research needed to happen for that usage of words, but that is the word that you use when you are experiencing that from her perspective.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I felt sick to my stomach when I saw something like that happen. And she probably did too. So this is actually
I just remember a TikTok.
a very realistic movie.
When Jesse proposed to your mom.
Yeah.
The TikTok you made about it.
Oh, I made a lot of TikToks in that era. I'm glad that they're all archived.
Yeah.
I kind of had like a midlife crisis in that moment. My girlfriend, my first love broke up with me, and my stepdad died, and I was kind of like moved out of my mom's and low-key kind of homeless and trying to support myself all at the same time, and not low-key not knowing anything about a lot of stuff. Colored my hair blue, got a mohawk, then shaved it bald because I was going to try to throw my life away and go to the military. That's also why you should never go to the military, okay? Don't throw your life away, okay? If you feel like that's your calling, then do it. It's not a means to just just say goodbye to everything you know. I mean, I guess, you know what? You do you. You do you, boo-boo, listening / watching / whatever. But, yeah, I loved that. But I'd say my favorite scene, that might be it, man. That was actually really well done. But I'd say I did have something in my brain for that. Jordan, say something funny while I'm thinking.
Rat patootie. Ratatouille, rat patootie. Rat patootie. You ever heard that before? Rat patootie?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of funny, It's kind of funny. Rat patootie.
Okay. Yes. There's a couple that I really liked. Okay. Now this is going back to, I did not dislike the story arc with the teenagers, but I definitely was more invested in the whole story arc with the adults.
And the adults, yeah.
And I think you're supposed to anyways. But I got a couple scenes. One is them throwing eggs at that painting that she bought.
That was good.
Yeah. And this might be like the director side of me thinking, but I was thinking that was probably really fun to film.
Yeah, and I was thinking that is actually a very healthy emotional release for something like that.
Yeah. You know, as we talk about it more,
Because like it's destructive, but not that destructive.
yeah. And as we talk about it more, I'm seeing more and more your explanation of you see all stages of grief.
Yeah.
You know, but I think now what I'm going to say for my actual favorite scene, it's not for cinematography, it's not for writing, it's for how much we understand the scene emotionally, you know, empathetically, and just how satisfying the moment is, which is one of the most valid crash outs I've seen in film, which is, you know, her getting confirmation that they were actually having an affair after they had died.
Yeah, and she started beating the shit out of the car.
She, oh my gosh, she lays out all of her emotions on that vehicle. I wanted her to break a window, but she was probably also thinking that, you know, she owns that car. She'd have to pay for whatever she did to it.
Yeah.
Which is why she only did, you know, a $6,000 damage to the exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
Dude, when she tore down that exhaust pipe, I'm like, damn, bro. There was a couple moments where, like, canonically, we're just having her character on steroids, right? Just busting out an exhaust pipe, and then
You know
she
how
gets
easy
home.
it is to actually do that?
I'm, you know what? I've touched exhaust pipes before. You know, just I don't know, living long enough, I've ran into that, and yeah, they are surprisingly fragile structurally. Mm-hmm. Like, sure, it's a metal pipe, and it's going to take a little bit of effort to actually like bend it and stuff. But just to tear that thing off,
You curb stomp that bitch like she did, it's going down.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
going down,
And,
brother. Yeah.
yeah, she had a couple crash outs in this film, and that was probably my favorite. But like, it was actually closely followed up by her tearing down the door to the kitchen.
Yeah.
That was, oh my goodness, dude! Like, this was like,
She was really going through it.
oh man, like they had Allison
Pardon my language
Williams
in this episode, by the
hitting
way.
every single corner of emotion in this film, and I freaking loved it. But yeah, her crash out on the car, I was dying laughing. I was like, whoa! It was awesome.
Whoa.
Yeah, let's see. Best shot in the movie. Now, this is on the cinematography side for sure.
Best shot. That's actually a really interesting one.
See, best line and best shot are always going to be the harder ones to try to recall or remember. See, we need to start sitting in the back of theaters and just taking notes on our phones.
Yeah.
Truly. But yeah, the best shot in the movie. I don't know if there was like, you know, we kind of already covered it. Like, there was nothing really immediately like, this is not a film made by a cinematographer first, you know?
The very end. I think this one, it's a very nice little bow on the entire movie. Because it takes something from dang near the very beginning and finishes it off.
Which scene? Or which shot?
The shot at the very end of the movie with
What's
the
the
sign in front of the house.
Oh, that is, yeah, because that's very clever of you. Because, like, that isn't like, you know, cinematography school. That's visual storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, that's really good. That's good freaking
I
job.
analyzed this movie really good because I actually really cared about it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah. Hey, Elise, you should tell him to watch whatever movies from here on out, and he'll care about it more. Please tell him to watch Frankenstein. It means a lot to you.
I do
that he
actually.
watched Frankenstein.
I actually really want to watch that.
Well, let's watch it together. We live together.
I mean, yeah. We probably should. That'd be most efficient for both of us.
Yeah. But best shot in the movie, that's gonna be. See, I don't remember when it happened in the movie, and now this is like probably the most cinematography shot that I can think of. I am jealous of your answer. That was a really good answer. I'm not gonna pick your answer, but that was a really good answer.
You can pick the same answer. I won't be upset.
I like to add variety. You know, these movie reviews, they're not only just reviews, but it's like. It's almost like an advertisement for the movie, and I know they don't need our advertising, but like I'd like to cover most of the.
You want to show the
film.
diversifying opinion, right?
I think that the best shot in the movie is quite a simple one because I think it's a static shot of her just walking into a building. That building I don't freaking remember, but the symmetry of that building was very well shot, I guess. That's, more so on the architect who made the building. But, there had to have been, in production, someone going, we need a really symmetrical building. Oh my gosh, I have the perfect one for you. It's red and it has cool streetlights outside of it. That one's good. So I loved the symmetry in that shot. It's going to be a son of a gun trying to get anybody who saw the movie to recall what shot I'm talking about.
I'll be honest, I don't really remember it too much.
Yeah. Your better was way.
Do you remember the context? Like
She was probably like going and getting groceries. I don't know. No, I think she was going to the hospital. Was the hospital red?
that was like very early in the movie. So.
It was. See, like I said, I don't remember what part of the movie it was, but I also love the symmetry of the wide shot and the birthday dinner scene.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
Yeah, that was
So
pretty good too.
there's a little bit like that whole sequence was shot very well. So
Yeah,
you have that, but I freaking love your answer though. Freaking love it.
you're welcome.
And that gets us to scoring this movie out of 100.
So-
Jordan, I want you to know right now that no matter what number you give it, actually, no, I'll tell you afterward. Good job, buddy.
That was the mic arm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So my score is I really enjoyed. My heart is telling me 88. It's an 88 for me.
All right, so that's an 83 out of Jordan.
I said 88.
I know. Now let me finish my sentence.
Okay.
No matter what score you gave it, I was gonna in my heart, -5 your score because I feel like you're a little bit biased based on who told you to go watch it. But
I promise you, I'm not saying that to inflate it.
All
The way I score movies is I think about it, and there's a number that pops in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's my score.
all right.
And it's telling me 88 right now. All right,
Okay.
it really is,
right.
and because I really did enjoy this movie like a lot. I would watch this again. Like I don't watch movies. I would watch this again.
Yeah, and every time you mention that, I always mention I do think it's a very big defining factor of whether or not you would watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
That would that's not the end all be all for is it a good movie, but I think there is something to be said when someone literally we just watched it. If I wasn't so wall to wall with my schedule and I had the time, I wouldn't be against showing this to someone right now.
Yeah.
Like this is a good movie.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is a good movie. I feel like a lot of people should see this movie.
Give me your heart score.
Heart score. Honestly, I loved how unique the story was, to be honest. It didn't seem too cliche. Which is kind of weird because we did say that it was a very predictable movie.
It was.
But
It was cliche and also kind of original at the same time.
yeah, because how many other movies are you going to have a story where, we very well establish two people dying early who are closely related to these characters we're going to follow, but also not really feeling bad for them because we find out that they're cheating, and then the two people that are left are expectedly so falling in love with each other, and then there's that whole dynamic of how it affects the daughter, and there's these conflicting principles of, Can we just say right now, most movies like this one would be 90 minutes shorter if people were just transparent with each other? That's the whole problem, man.
If she was just upfront about everything from the beginning, that I'll admit that's something that I also didn't kind of like. But I get it; it's part of the storytelling of the whole story.
yeah, it's why it happens,
But dude, she could have just said it.
It's hey, I know we're both grieving your father right now, but turns out he and your aunt were sleeping together for a very long time, and so we're gonna try our best to process that.
Apparently, there were a lot of cut details that were in the book that were not in the movie.
I mean, that'll just happen.
Apparently, there was longer scenes that took place beforehand.
Yeah, honestly, I'd like to see a movie where it has 100% of the context of the Bible or the
The
book,
Bible?
of the book that it adapted from. But
Elise was going off about stuff like that, and not going off, but like going on about books like that, books and movies, and she was saying things like The Hunger Games, and what was another one she gave me? Harry Potter.
Yeah.
She was saying that those were good examples of good adaptations that included a lot of the original source material.
I mean, what's funny is Hunger Games is actually one of the few books that I read and then also watched the movie. And there's a few scenes that I've recalled that never made the movie.
I never read the books, so.
PETA definitely needed a lot more nursing in the book than, and I'm not saying, okay, the way that sounds, it's not sexual. But he was a little bit more of an independent man in the movie. I'll just say that.
Okay.
But getting back on track for what my heart score is out of 100. I really did like it. Like as much as I kind of tore apart the movie in some parts of this review, I really liked it. Minus the dialogue, I think the storyboard writing, right? Event after event, it was obvious, but just as obvious as it was natural. Like we can all expect it to go in a certain direction, but the way it naturally worked, I really appreciated that, because you always got to think about the domino effect of storytelling, but, and therefore, but, and then therefore, but like, shoot, this is really hard to dial. Plus you're making me insecure about my heart score being close to my technical scores now. I'm going to give this a 79. Nope. I'm going to give it an 81. That's what I'm going to do. All right.
That is significantly higher than I thought you were going to give it.
Oh, come on. I don't hate. See, now I'll tell you this every once in a while, Jordan, but just because I have things I don't like about the movie doesn't mean I think it's a bad movie.
I know.
But let's see. Jordan, say something funny.
Yeah, dog. Listen to this. There's a dog, and there's a dog, and there's a man, and there's a man, and we're in the room together. Yeah. I think I need some tips on rapping.
You want my tip on rapping?
What?
Truly, when it comes to music, I do believe in hard work in every creative endeavor. Mm-hmm. But like I truly believe that when it comes to music, either you got it or you don't. Yeah.
Lyric writing, yeah, for sure.
Like truly, I think anybody can make a movie if they put their heart and soul into it. But you either are good at making music or you shouldn't make
You're
music.
not. That's why there's a lot of artists that don't make their own music.
That's true. They got ghostwriters and stuff.
They're really good at singing. They're not good at writing it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Jordan, you want to do some math?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, we got a 9.
9.
A 6.
Oh, I accidentally pushed 7. Hang on. Plus 6.
An 8.
Plus 8.
An 8.
Plus 8.
A 6.
Plus 6.
A 6.
Plus 6.
An 8.
Plus 8.
An 8.
Plus 8.
A 9.
A 9.
And an 8.
And an 8. You ready?
Yeah.
76. Did I miss one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No.
Really?
I honestly thought I missed one with that. Oh, well, 76.
All right. I guess I'm off now. You threw me off my game, man. Got me in my head.
I was showboating you.
It's not too hard. It's not too far from my 79, but then I changed it to 81. Now it's all bad. Yeah.
It's still not that bad per se, but yeah.
You want to know what I gave each category?
I do.
So the 9s went to character.
Character was
and
great.
Story.
Story was good. Yeah.
Yeah. The 8s went to personal feeling. I guess you could take writing down from an 8 to a 7, to be honest, just because the dialogue was just so, ugh, you know.
Well, that puts you lower.
I know, but for now, the 8s go to writing, acting, score and sound, and then personal.
I mean, the sound, it sounded real, so like,
Yeah.
and the score was like, I don't know. There's some fun music in it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the Killers opening up. That's pretty cool.
And then the 6s went to cinematography and message.
Well, I got 3 6s in here.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, and pacing.
I thought you said the pacing was all right.
Yeah, but I kind of just went with you because it wasn't noticeably good pacing, but it wasn't noticeably bad pacing, and so I just kind of just adopted from you just saying it was a 6.
That wasn't a 6 out of 10.
It was a 6 out of 100.
No, it was like I guess I don't really know.
6 out of 11, weirdo?
Like
What?
it was like
You just give it a 6 for the sake of it being 6.
I gave the context of the pacing. If good pacing is 5, then or like if
On
if
what
like
measurement?
slow and fast. Slower pacing is less than 5. Fast is higher than 5.
Gotcha.
Like, if you
okay,
wanted-
so it's at a rate of speed.
Yeah.
Okay, that
you
just
wanted-
makes sense.
If you wanted a faster pacing, you'd be higher. Yeah.
All right.
Oops.
But yeah. So this
I think
gets
the message was pretty good though, personally. But
so going between a 76 and an 88.
if you had to up anything by 1 point, which one would it be?
If I had to up anything by 1 point, that's hard because I thought I was being generous, to be honest.
Just choose one thing to give 1 extra point.
I'd probably
Doesn't matter what it is.
either give message or acting a bump.
Okay.
Because
I think
acting,
acting's respectable.
even though I gave an acting an 8, I think it could
There was a lot
could
of
get a 9. But
really good
I'd like
scenes
to be
where
more
we did
scarce with my 9s, you know.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But I feel like the message wasn't very clear cut. But I feel like if you did tell me what the message was, I'd be like, yeah, that's genius.
I'm gonna have you do the same for me. I
Oh,
said I
you
wanted to go.
Oh, Mr.
This is the
Thorough.
first time I've ever done this. Okay.
Okay, so what would you give the story?
The story. All right. Give that an 8.
8.
Okay. Next.
Yep. Cinematography.
Cinematography is 7
Okay.
because there was like the cinematography wasn't bad, so I think like there was good cinematography in it. So I think
I just
anything
don't
less
think
than
it
a
was
7
super
is
special.
yeah. If it's super special, I'd give that an 8, but it's not. So it's just good. So that's what I say is 7.
I'd say 7 would probably. You know what? It's your scoreboard.
Like okay, so average is 5, slightly above average is 6, good is 7.
I think. Now I know we're like defying what math literally says, but I do think like perfectly mid is like 6, ironically.
Okay.
But 5 is like good enough, and then like a better side of mid is 7 for me. But that's just me. But writing.
So, I grade specifically that's like mid is always 5. Like that's how I do it.
Yep.
All right, writing. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give that tie between a 6 or a 7. I'm gonna say 7, just to be a little bit generous.
Acting.
Acting, that's for sure an 8, at least an 8. I would be willing to bump that up, honestly.
Pacing.
Pacing. So I'd say a perfect paced movie is a 10, obviously, and this is less than that, so I'm gonna give it an 8.
Message.
Message. I'm gonna give that an 8 as well.
Okay. What was the message of this movie?
I think it's just
See,
the message is like overall just how to process grief.
sure.
I think that's what I'm taking from it personally.
Okay.
And I think if you're someone who has gone through anything like this, you can relate. Like there's lots of different chunks in this movie, and like if you're someone that can relate to one of them, then
Cool.
it can help you.
Score.
Not
the most noticeable score, but
Like,
I think it was effective.
Pretty fun tracks. Like I said, I give it like a 7, a high 7.
Sound
Design was good. Like, there was nothing bad. Like I'm gonna give that a 7 as well, because like they didn't do anything bad. Like I said,
character.
I think that's an 8 for sure.
And then personal, you had a high 80, so you either pick 8 or 9.
I'm gonna round up, say 9.
Really?
What does that say?
Did I score it wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No.
What is it?
77.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
That's really weird to think about because your lowest scores were 7s.
77. There was a couple things that I would say I'd bump it up. I'm gonna add 3 because I'm gonna.
You're gonna add 3? No,
Yeah.
That's your technical score, big dog.
No, because if you go back, there was definitely some things that I said I'd be willing to take those up.
No, we can't do that. I haven't been doing that for years, buddy. That's your technical score. You better like it.
No.
For a technical score,
Those
this is
two
a
sevens right
unanimous
there.
decision. This is a high
Those two
70s
sevens
movie.
right there are an 8 now. Okay,
I don't care.
I'm
No,
still gonna be significant. Listen to me. I gave it an 88. Remember, I'm gonna be significantly lower, regardless. All right. I'm just taking those two 7s and that 7 right there.
It's whatever. Whoa.
You broke the couch again. You just broke the couch again.
Bro, I just adjusted.
Adjusted. And
Okay, a
broke the
couch should not be an adjustment away.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, man, you can't. If no ifs, ands, or buts, baby.
Too bad I did.
Okay.
Too bad I did.
Hey, man, you got to just eat it.
No.
Okay, because I had to just eat it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So he gives it a 77.
I give
give
it
it a
an
76, and our
80.
hearts say 81 and 88. Okay. So what is the mean of all of
The
those together?
mathematics score is 80, not
88
77. All right.
Plus.
I refuse to be that close to Isaac's number on this, considering I
Nah.
feel like I definitely enjoyed it more than he
Nah. See, it's because he doesn't like saying bad things about movies. 88
did. 76
plus
is not, or 77 is not a bad score.
81. No, it's not.
I've given good movies.
See,
a
that's what
70
I'm
something.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just
is
saying
that you
that
think
I
that
know
that
that this movie deserves a higher score than that personally, and I also said for specific scores that hey, I think this could go higher. All right, so that's what I'm doing. Is I'm actually putting them to the higher note that I would naturally round them up at. Like say
This is-
character was like a little bit high.
on average, this is an 80.5 film. When you put all of our technical scores and hard scores together.
Okay. 80.5, 80 and a half. That's still a good score. Okay. I like that.
Yeah. But that's exactly what I mean when I say that, I have some critiques on the movie and you assume that I think it's bad.
I didn't
You
say that.
You
I didn't say
assume-
that at all.
No, because you said something that made it seem like I view 77 as a bad score. No, I
Why?
don't. I don't.
I never said that.
No, it's implied.
What did I
Yeah,
say
listen
that
to the
implied that?
context.
Huh?
Because I said Jordan doesn't like saying bad things about movies. And you're like, I don't think the 76 or 77 score is a bad score. I didn't say that either, man.
I didn't say you did
didn't
say
say
that. I'm gonna go take a page from your book. You implied it. All right.
All right. But
Jordan doesn't like saying bad things.
that's the rule with technical
Saying
scores.
That's what.
You can't alter them after you do the math.
I can alter them if I gave them a mixed number at what I set them. All right, motherfucker.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
No safety
Yeah.
nets.
It's not a safety net. It's just fact.
Anyways, Jordan, who or what do you dedicate this podcast episode out to? Because I need to get going.
Yes, you do, don't you? You actually do. This podcast episode goes out to McKenna Grace for being a cool person, I guess.
This episode goes out to Elise for being the reason why we reviewed this movie. Way better than I thought it would be. So yeah, thanks.
You sounded so thankful.
1, 2, 3, amen.
Amen on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Amen.
Love you. Appreciate you. Have a good day.